Hello, Divorce Network. I am cooperative divorce attorney Erika Englund.
And I'm certified family law specialist Matt Purcell.
Together we make up part of the Split Decisions team. And if you know us from our radio show or from our website, splitdecisions.pro, then you know our goal is to help support your life in any way divorce impacts it, helping you make better split decisions and having a better divorce life. And today we are doing something exciting for you. Whether you are divorced or whether you're dating someone who's divorced, we want to give you some tips from the lawyer side, from the mediator side, from the single person dating side, and help you have a better dating life. But before we get there, this actually came from a presentation that we did this weekend at the Sacramento Women's Expo. It was awesome. As part of the Women's Expo, we are giving away King's tickets to one of our booth visitors. So Matt, you're going to pull a business card. And listeners, we are going to let you know who win King's tickets. Nicole, you are the winner. So if your name is Nicole, we have your email address and we're going to be sending out a notification for your King's tickets. Congratulations. For those of you who missed our presentation and you want a 30-minute dating strategy to change your life forever, you'll be able to find that next week on splitdecisions.pro. All right, so let's get to it. We're going to talk about 4 do's and 4 don'ts for dating during divorce. First question everybody asks me, is it allowed? So our number 1 do is go for it.
It's absolutely allowed. There's nothing preventing you from going out and dating when you're going through a divorce, other than perhaps common sense. If you think that you're not going to be able to do it the right way, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
So legally, there's nothing wrong with it, but this does lead to our number 1 don't, which is don't show off your dating life on social media, right?
Particularly if you're going through a divorce where you're going to be having to go to court, it's going to be contentious, you know it's going to upset your ex. Flaunting things on social media is just the worst thing you could possibly do.
We know you're excited. We know she's super cute and it's everything you ever wanted in a woman or in a man. And we know you want to show everybody, but we also don't want you to have conflict, create problems with your children or your former spouse, or create problems for the person that you're dating.
It should be about you and not about making your ex unhappy.
Yes. So please keep it on the deal. Second, do know why you're dating. So as someone who's single and I'm out in the dating world, I get asked this question all the time, why are you dating? And it's a good question for those of you who are dating to ask yourselves. Are you looking for love? Are you just looking for a good time? Whatever it is, defining that before you get out in the dating world is going to help you find whatever it is you're looking for because you've set that intention in advance. Don't, whether you're the person who is getting divorced or dating someone who's getting divorced, get involved in your significant other's divorce case. Please.
It's their divorce case, their kids, their money. It's not yours. And that is one of the bigger problems we see in highly contentious cases when significant others get involved and then they decide that they're going to be making the decisions. It's the worst thing that you could possibly have.
So you've heard about the armchair quarterback. This is the armchair divorce attorney. It's not helpful to you if you have someone who's chiming in on your case. It's not helpful to you to chime in on theirs. Even for people that have been divorced and they're maybe dealing with parenting issues with their former spouse, not helpful for you to get involved in that.
Not at all.
Be supportive. I think you referred to it in our radio show, which you can find at splitdecisions.pro, as having a sideline, a girlfriend or a boyfriend being on the sidelines at a soccer team, like being very supportive without getting involved.
Exactly.
All right. Along those lines, I think that one of the best ways that I've ever heard this said is philosopher Christopher Wallace. He said this rule, and it's so underrated, keep your business and your family completely separated. So if you think about love being your business and your family being your children, your significant other, take his advice, take our advice, and keep them separated. All right, number 3, do protect yourself. The dating world has changed a lot. You're not out there. You're
No.
married to a lovely woman. I can say it's changed a lot, and so it's important going out there that you not be afraid of it, but that you also limit the details and the information that you put out there about yourself, particularly if you're doing any online dating or any app-based dating. You don't necessarily know who you're running into, and you're out there in a very wide net of people. If you're going through a divorce particularly.
Be surprised how many people I have as clients who say, oh, well, I found this person online, and just so happens they're also going through, I happen to know that they're also going through a contentious issue, and I can't say anything about that, but
Nobody needs
I know,
that.
yeah, you need to be careful with what information you put out there. It's not just the social media, it's also how you present yourself to the community.
Agreed. So if you're using a dating app, you can use one of the apps that doesn't link to a Facebook account. You also can create an email address on Outlook or on Gmail that's not linked to your personal details. This way you can get a little information about the person you're looking into before giving out too much about yourself.
Absolutely.
All right, number 3, don't. Please don't over-invest your time, your energy, or your money in dating. We want you to have a good time, but we don't want you to spend all your money on your date. That's going to create a problem in the support realm or with your former spouse. To know you guys went on vacation in Sonoma while you're saying that you're unable to repay a support debt is not going to go over well. Also, you have a limited amount of time right now, particularly if you're a single parent. And so putting too much time into something too early often can be a mistake.
Common sense, prioritizing. It's important to be dating. It's important to have your own life. But as you're going through a divorce, particularly when there are kids involved, you have to make sure you're prioritizing things the right way.
Totally. This includes overinvesting your energy. So if he or she isn't getting back to you, if they're not setting a date, if they are not putting in what you're putting in any stage of dating, you shouldn't be putting in any more energy than they are. So if you're not getting back what you're putting in, just drop the dead weight and move on. There are plenty of amazing people out there that are going to give you back what you're putting into it. So don't overinvest. Okay, finally, our last do it for yourself. Keep it positive. Take care of yourself and enjoy the process. Know that ultimately, if you create a life that works for you, a life that's happy and interesting and full of love, then that will ultimately be attractive to other people. So when you're out there in the dating world, if you can think first about, would you date yourself? Is this a person who has put on a clean shirt and brushed their teeth and seems like they have a happy and a positive outlook even going through a difficult time? Someone who's got something interesting coming up on the horizon or can challenge you to a game of Connect 4. Any of these things, you want to create the life that you want and put energy into that rather than necessarily looking for a particular person that you think is going to complete it.
The whole purpose is to add something to your life,
Yes.
not to create more stress, not to create more drama. You're already going through that if you're going through a divorce. The point is to try to add something to your life.
And have a good life already. All right, last, don't introduce the kids until you are in a serious, committed relationship. This is something I can say from the mediator side. You can say from the attorney side.
Worst thing you can do.
I can say it from the single parent dating side. It is really exciting when you meet someone new and you want to share them with your family, but for your children, it can be destabilizing. And your divorce attorney will always say to you not to involve your significant other too early on.
Agreed. You have to be in a committed, stable relationship before you start taking that next step. And you have to be at a point in your own dissolution proceedings where that's something where it's advisable, where it's something that's not going to set off a nuclear war with the opposing party.
Agreed. So these are our top 4 do's and don'ts. We are going to have these posted on our splitdecisions.pro website, so you can download these in addition to our Change Your Dating Life in 30 Minutes dating strategy. Oh, and we've put together a list of the very best breakup songs and the very best confidence-building anthems that you'll be able to find on our website, too. So until we see you again, I'm cooperative divorce attorney Erika Englund.
I'm Matt Purcell.
And everybody at Split Decisions is wishing you a happy Halloween.